LSU rivalry has been pretty big these past 3 years, and really even before that, just as another one kind of arise. Just how you think the team's taking it? Any maybe extra mustard on this one?
I mean, it's a rivalry. It's a game that we must win, obviously, because we only play them once, and you want the tiebreaker advantage. But still, just a game. Win or lose, you still every goal that you have is still in front of you. It makes it a little bit harder, especially when it comes to our conference. So glad it's at home.
And of course, the way the last one ended, some folks were mentioning that was maybe a little extra spark, but that's pretty much all behind you guys, right?
Obviously we brought it to their attention, and we feel like the officiating is going to be on it at the start of the game. Some of the things that we did in that game we're not going to be able to do. Some of the things that they did, they're not going to be able to do. So for us, it's about adjusting to how the officiating is going to be. It's probably going to be tight. I would if I'm coordinator officials, but I don't think our teams are in that place or in that headspace.
Is there anything that stands out as really different about this LSU team other than obviously no Angel Reese in the last 2 years?
No, they do all the same things. I think Kim does a great job at, she loses a player to graduation or WNBA, insert another player, and she plays her same style, which has been very good and successful for her. And for us, we got to do the same thing. The things that we've built our success on, it has to be on display tomorrow night.
What do you like about the anticipation behind this specific matchup? What does a game like this do for the sport?
It's a little bit harder a day later. You get yourself amped up, and then the game is pushed back. You get an extra day of prep time, something that is kind of weird too, because we're just not used to having 3 days, and so we just had a shorter day just to make sure that we got everything and keeping our game timing right. But it's awesome. It's awesome for our sport. It's awesome for our league. It's awesome to be able to participate in rivalry games, and hopefully we won't disappoint by putting some great basketball out there on the floor.
LSU's undefeated. They've had 3 games this year where they've hit buzzer beaters to win. What does that say about how they compete until the very end? Yeah,
that's who they are. They're not gonna come in here think we're gonna walk all over them. I think their MO is coming in here wanting to win, wanting to silence the crowd and continue to be undefeated. And for us, we're just the opposite end of the spectrum.
Kim Mulkey has said in the past, hey, it's not on me. The ballers are going to do the plan on the floor. But as a head coach, what is it like to be in a heavyweight matchup? 2 coaches that have, accomplished a lot. What's that like going toe-to-toe?
Kim's right. It's all about player execution. We can diagram plays. We can have a game plan. If it isn't executed, you can still win without them executing. It's just your will has to be a little bit better than their will on that day. Your execution has to be whatever it is, whether it's what coaches have come up with, or just players have to make plays.
Anissa is a double-double machine. How do you stop a player like that from doing work on the boards, especially?
You really can't stop her. It is what she does. I think you have to find ways in which to make it hard for her to score. That's one, and then you got to gain rebound. You got to gang box out. It's about will and positioning, and hopefully, making her play on the other side of the ball. Like, she can't just do what she does best and is able to rest on the defensive side of the ball. So we got to make her play on both ends, and we got enough bigs that will give her different looks to make her play.
Dawn, you guys have faced a lot of the top offenses really in this last couple stretches of game. LSU obviously number 4 in the country. How do you continue to keep around on an offense like this?
It's our defense. It's our willingness to get stops. Our willingness is to disrupt. Our willingness to not give teams what they want to do best. LSU wants to play in transition. LSU wants to execute in ball screen offense and they want to execute winning the battle of the boards. So, you know, if we take care of those three things, I think it puts us in a really good place.
Don, what has your team done right in the last few weeks that has led to some of these dominant showings that maybe people weren't expecting?
I mean, we had incredible focus, like really good focus on how we're guarding, good focus on the emphasis. These teams have been good in transition. We've done a really good job at forcing them to play in the half court. I do think it goes. I mean, we have to do that tomorrow night, and I think we've been able to put points on the scoreboard. Like we've been sharing the basketball. You know, we've been taking care of the basketball, and we've been super competitive. And when you're doing all of those things, it puts you in a really good position to win.
Coach, you mentioned the schedule changed. College game day was supposed to be here. Now they're not. Does that change take any, excitement or life out of it, or is it big enough where that doesn't really matter?
I mean, anytime you can promote our game is going to be great. You know, being on college game day is a great thing. I think they're going to miss out on some things, not being here, right? So, no, I mean, we got to play the game. I got probably one less interview to do.
Anything else for Coach?
Thank you, Coach.
All right, y'all.
Thank
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Coach.